2.17, Lesson 2.6, Vocabulary for Speaking, Personality. Exercise B1. Listen and complete the conversations with words from the list on the right. Conversation 1.
Do you like being on your own?
It depends. Sometimes I like being with other people.
Conversation 2.
Is personality the same as behaviour?
Well, I think it influences behaviour.
Conversation 3.
What is personality?
I think it's similar to behaviour.
Conversation 4.
Can people change their behaviour?
Yes, but they can't change completely.
2.18. Lesson 2.7. Real-time speaking, personality versus behaviour. Exercise A1. Listen and mark the stress on these words.
A. Behaviour. B. Changes. C. Completely. D. Depend. E. Difference. F. Friendly. G. Important. H. Influences. I. Personality. J. Situation.
2.20.
I think behavior and personality are the same thing. You can say he is a very happy person, or you can say he smiles a lot, and it's the same thing. There is no difference between personality and behavior, I think.
Well, I read that behaviour and personality are two completely different things. Behaviour changes depending on your situation, but your personality is always the same. You like some things, but you don't like other things.
But I found an article, it says, I've got a quote here. Personality influences behavior. An aggressive person acts in one way in a situation. In the same situation, a friendly person acts in a different way. So your personality is more important. What do you think?
Okay, but no. I think your behavior is much more important. Because you learn good behavior when you're a child. But your personality changes all the time. Your personality depends on your friends, the places you go, and so on.
2.21. Everyday English, asking for information. Exercise B2. Listen to the conversations. Number the sentences on the right in the correct order. Conversation 1. Is this the way to the bookshop?
Yes, I'm going that way too.
Do you mind if I go with you?
No, not at all.
Conversation 2.
Excuse me, where's the library?
It's in the other building.
Thanks. Which floor is it on?
The second.
Conversation 3.
Do you give a student discount?
Yes, with a student ID card. It's 10%.
Oh, great. Can I pay for these books then?
Certainly.
Conversation 4. When does the library tour start?
10 o'clock, I think.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Conversation 5.
How do you reserve a book?
You have to fill in a form.
OK. Sorry, where are the forms?
They're next to the index.
Conversation 6.
How much does this book cost?
It's on the back.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
No problem.
2.22. Lesson 2.8. Learning new speaking skills. Taking turns. Exercise C2. Listen. Complete the sentences. A. I found a good article in the library. B. I think we should discuss sociology first. C. Well, what is the difference between them? D. I read that a lot of psychologists are women. E. OK, and what about old people? F. I found a quote about that on the internet. G. Yes, but that's not a new idea. H. I heard that it's an interesting website. 2.23. Exercise D2. Listen. Are these examples of good or bad turn-taking? Example 1.
Well, I've seen
I've got a good quote here from the article.
Example 2.
And that's all, really. That's all I wanted to say. Yes, that's all.
OK. I think it's an interesting idea.
Example 3.
I read that psychologists and sociologists don't help in our everyday life.
Well, I read something different. I have it here. Example 4.
There is one more thing that I found. It was on the internet.
I looked on the internet too. I saw an article there.
Example 5.
So maybe we should work in pairs to find the information. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.